Hey guys, welcome back to Tip Tuesday. My name is Matthew Sturkey with Stonewall Log and Timber Homes. Hope everybody had a safe and enjoyable 4th of July holiday. A few weeks ago, we started talking about mechanical. We've been talking over the last month or so about plumbing and electrical. This week, I want to take a little deeper dive into the built-up floor system concept that relates to the mechanical, plumbing, and electrical schematics, what we call MPE, within your design. The built-up floor system is something we've touched on in the past, but it becomes a very usable, very efficient space above our timber floor system that you can do a lot with your mechanical, plumbing, and electrical design. The built-up floor system goes on top of our structural timber floor, which consists of a heavy timber exposed girder, our timber ceiling beams, as you see here on the screen, and then we have a 2x6 structural timber roof decking above this. And then the built-up floor is, in essence, a cavity that is going to allow for potentially electrical, for plumbing lines, for mechanical system, depending on the height that you do this built-up floor system as. And it also gives you a place that you can insulate in order to deaden the sound between levels. This is something that is imperative to know during the design process, very early in the design process, because it has an effect on our staircase design and an effect on the heights of our dormer walls and other walls upstairs that have to be taken into account. Because in essence, you're adding height to that floor to floor level between main floor and upper floor, and that has a dramatic effect on the staircase design. So we need to know this very early on if you want to incorporate this built-up floor. So what does your built-up floor allow you to do? Well, if you end up with let's say a 2x4 built-up floor, you could run recessed lighting in the cavity. You could insulate the floor to help deaden the sound between levels. Certainly in a 2x4 build-up, you're not going to be able to do plumbing or mechanical. As you get into larger built-up floor systems like a 2x6 or a 2x8, now you're open up for options to do some plumbing lines, depending on how far you need to run your supply and drain lines. Or if you get into a 2x8 built-up floor, now you potentially have the ability to run some mechanical systems in there as well. So the height of that built-up floor is going to kind of determine what options you have with your MPE, with specifically plumbing and electrical, plumbing and mechanical. So be thinking about that. If we've got some plumbing and mechanical considerations where this built-up floor will really help for those schematics and getting that plumbing and mechanical design in more efficiently, then by all means, we can incorporate a little bit larger built-up floor. But the tip of the day is to research this on the front end, determine if it's something that is going to be advantageous to your design, if it's going to give you some of the things from an electrical standpoint or from an insulation standpoint or from a plumbing and mechanical design. And then let's get this incorporated into the design very early in the process, not do this as a last minute item, so that we can really kind of dive deep into that mechanical, plumbing, and electrical schematic, along with your general contractor, and make sure that is exactly what you need in your home. Gives you a lot of the flexibility with electrical wiring. It gives you a lot of versatility with recessed lighting for basically the ceiling of your main floor if you have this heavy timber second floor system. And keep in mind that this built-up floor option is really only applicable to people with a 2-story main floor and upper level. This is not really applicable to anybody doing a 1-story or a 1-story on a lower level design. So hopefully this has been helpful. Hopefully this gives you some ideas about things to be thinking about with your mechanical, plumbing, and electrical design. If you have any questions about the built-up floor system concept, please feel free to call your sales consultant or myself anytime. We'd be happy to help, and hopefully this has been helpful today. Thanks for joining us for Tip Tuesday. We look forward to you joining us next week for Tip Tuesday. Until then, as always, stay safe and healthy and take care.